Click block. Now press Q to run, and left click to place your block somewhere in the center. Press 2 to use the move tool. And left click your block. Down here, click and change the X to 0 to put the cube in the center. Now in the bottom right, turn on X mirror mode. With the move tool selected, move the block up a bit. Now press 4 and use the handles to stretch the cube to a good length. Now at the bottom of your screen, click both. Widen the cube to your liking. Press 1 and go to Movement, Servo, Power Servo. Use the R, T, and Y keys to rotate the servos so they face down like this. Press 4 and Shift-click both sides of the servos. Scale them inward by a stud. Press 1 and go to Movement, Motor, Motor Block. Place the motors on the bottom end of the servo, and move them inside like this. Now, grab another motor and place it on the back of the car. Next, turn off mirror mode in the bottom right. Press 1 and go to Control, Seat, Vehicle Seat. Place it on the top of the car, with the arrow pointing forwards. Turn mirror mode back on. Press 1 and go to Parts, Cylinder, and Cylinder. Make sure you use the regular cylinder, not cylinder S. Place the cylinders on each motor, and use the scale tool to make them bigger. Be careful to place them in the center of the motors. Now you have your completed body, and we're ready to set up the controls. Turn off mirror mode and go to Logic, Constants, Constant Number. You'll need 2 of these. Then go to Math and grab a multiplication block. You'll need 2 of these as well. Press 8. Don't let all these nodes intimidate you, we only need a few of them. The center node of the vehicle seat is the throttle output. And the front node is our steering output. Click and drag the throttle output to one of your multiplication blocks. It doesn't matter which input you connect to. Connect the constant to the other input. Plug the output of that multiplication into the speed input of only the 2 right motors. Go back to Logic, Math, and grab a negative block. We need this so our car can go forward, as the left and right wheels actually spin in opposite directions. Connect the multiplication output to the negative input, and drag the negative output to the left 2 motors' speed input. Press 6 and click on our motor speed constant. Here you can enter whatever speed you want. I'm gonna go for 100. Click Activate Build and the car can move forward and backward. Now let's tackle the steering. Grab the steering output of your vehicle seat and connect it to our other multiply block. Again, it doesn't matter which input you use. Connect the constant to the other input, and connect the multiply output to the angle input of our steering servos. No need for a negative this time. Press 6 and configure steering constant. This will determine how much steering angle you give your car. And look at that. Steering and throttle. One small issue though, the steering is backwards. Don't worry, this is easy to fix. Just go back to the steering constant, and change the number to a negative. Done. If it seems too slippery or not slippery enough, you can change the wheel friction by using the config tool and shift-clicking all the wheels, then changing the friction value to whatever you want. Enjoy!